Now, I know a lot of you are surprised to see me streaming again today, but I did say I was going to do this later, so it's later now, and I'm here. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to have fun with it because fun. Now, I'm not going to download any crazy maps because I have yet to even mess with the regular maps. So, I am downloading quite a few vehicles and things that'll help me get things done a little bit easier. Things that'll, make life a little bit easier. Hey, big dog, what's up? Just in general, just make life a little bit easier on me. But yeah, this is episode 2 of me going nuts. Trying to figure out how to not go bankrupt. Trust me, it's a lot harder than it looks. Well, I mean, you guys aren't seeing most of the stuff yet, so I don't guess you guys will know quite yet, right? You're probably over there thinking, well, what's so hard about downloading mods? I haven't gotten in the game yet. Give it time, you'll understand. Oh, I like that. See, this is why I never... This is why it's a bad idea for me to get mods from here, because then everybody has a difficult time actually being able to... I'm going to get that because it's basically a mobile place. Oh, tracked dump truck. Yeah, that would be great if I was actually going to use it. We all know that we're not going to use it, so we're not going to grab it, right, guys? Right, guys? That's your cue to say yes! Self-made trailer. Looks like they took like some side things. There's one mod. I want to say it's a mod pack. I'd like to see it as a mod pack. It'd be awesome. But there is one mod pack that I would love to see. And it is... hold on. I gotta remember... Oh, yeah, this is one of the good ones right there. It was in FS19, which, I loved FS19, by far my favorite farming sim out of the 3 that I've played, which is 19, 22, and then now 25. My favorite one was the... they had some old Massey Fergusons in there. And even though you'd have to get all the equipment and stuff that would be able to be towed by them and everything, it was like a really cool little mod thing that you could get. It was a really good little mod pack, and they don't have it in here, which is sad. I wish they did. I really do. It would be a great little thing to have. But I've always been one that when these game like this comes out, I go nuts with the buying stuff or getting certain trailers. Like this one here obviously would be really great if it was bigger. Ooh, that reminds me of what my dad used to do. And yes, in case anybody's wondering, my dad used to haul chicken litter. Shitty job, I know, but it was the job he had, so. Alright, let's see. This was the one I wanted to look at. The plows and stuff. I will say this. Every time they create a game, though, they always seem to update it to where you get more ability to add more mods every time. So I do greatly appreciate that. I'm not a big fan of plows, though, honestly. Cultivators. We've already went through, and I've got a buttload of harvesters that I'm going to get and use, probably, so I'm not really too worried about that. The last episode you guys saw, I did actually end up going for like a few more hours after I stopped streaming, and I got myself out of debt. The crops finally grew, by the way. So now I am, if I remember correctly, I am now working towards trying to get myself some more fields and things, which obviously, you know, that's always the next step when it comes to that stuff. I don't really see anything really worth the purchase, if I'm being honest. Like, none of these are really calling out to me today, so that's cool. Funny enough, though, I'm also not a really big fan of the square balers. I know that's going to sound weird to some of you guys. I'm not a big fan of square balers at all. I prefer the round balers. I just think they look better, especially the Kloss. Kloss tends to have some pretty decent ones. Also, am I like, am I pronouncing that company name correctly, or am I like completely shredding it? Like, is it Kloss or is it pronounced differently? We don't need the wrappers. We're not really going to mess with transports or anything. I think I got about near all I'm going to get, so yeah. Alright, now we're going to go to the downloads. Okay, cool. We're basically done with that. So we'll let these download, and then we'll move on, and you guys will get to continue to see. Now, this is going to be an episode-based series. So, this is considered season 1. What we're going to do is, we're going to do it in seasons. So, season 1 will last for about 10 or 15 episodes, depending on how long the episodes are. And then, yeah, alright, cool. Yes. I don't understand why it doesn't go on ahead and do that. But anyway, we will do this, and I think kind of what I'll do is, I'm going to do it, right now I'm running on 1 day per month. I'm going to change it to where it's about 5 days a month, so that, you know, the years do kind of go by a little bit faster, but to make it a little bit more doable is going to be the word that I'm going to use for this. I don't know why. But currently, as you guys can see, what I did, it's kind of stupid, but I am going to show you guys right fast. First of all, here's my character. I went ahead and I connected all 3 of my fields up, so it's now just one massive field, so that I can plant whatever I can. So the plan is I'm going to do canola this coming year, and then the year after that, I'm going to do corn or sunflowers or something like that. So there you go on that. We got to get a seeder and all that. Well, we have a seeder. It's right there ready to go. give you guys kind of a tour of the farm. Here's our harvester. I just washed her, so she looks clean. She's a Massey Ferguson 8570 Western Combine. Very beautiful. Very Massey Ferguson. She gets her own shed because she's special. Here we have our International Cab Over. I'm actually very happy that they added this into the game, by the way. The International TranStar Eagle. I actually like the way this truck looks, and that's our trailer, of course. We have a flatbed for transporting whatever else we grab. We only have one truck at the moment. Of course, you all know what that is. Pressure washer. And let me go on ahead and go show you guys all the other equipment we have. We have the plow. I'm probably going to sell because I don't think we're going to need it. Also, I do own all this land, so, you know, I'm a decent farm right now. This is a Mercedes, if I'm thinking correctly. Yes, it is a Mercedes. One of the newer things that we have in the game, with the nice cedar here. And over here we have the Kubota, because Kubotas. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. What are you doing? Oh, I see what you're doing. Never mind. I think I see what you're doing. What are you doing? I have no damn idea what the hell they're doing. I think they're confused. I think they're trying to figure out where they gotta go. We're just gonna go on ahead and do this ourselves, because this is never gonna get done if I don't. We're just gonna get all of the good stuff. Now, do you think you can handle it, you stupid thing? Sometimes you have to do that, I think. I don't know. Let's go to the very edge of the field and just chunk them. Hopefully they'll register what they're supposed to plow and what they're not. Or they'll just sit here. Okay, it takes them about 3 hours to figure out what they're supposed to do. As you can see, though, we do have canola in there. I'm going to show you guys what the plans are. So, I will show you guys all the vehicles. So, I've tested both of these out. Now, this I found funny. Guys, I have a vehicle named after me, and it is very small, but it's funny. I found it funny. Funny enough, most of this is kind of crap. These are mods here. Most of these I'll probably never touch, funny enough. So here we have all these. Yes, we have some John Deere's, Massey Ferguson's, Volvos. Then we have these, which this is where the Kubota came from. We have all these. Got that one. Now, I did not realize it until I started playing this game. Ford apparently made a massive ass tractor, and it actually looks damn cool. Yeah, let's get some triple tires on here, shall we? I don't know why they would need that, but yeah. Now this one just makes me laugh just looking at it, because I have no bloody idea what you would even use this for. But I love it. It looks cool. And yes, I went ahead and downloaded like all of the big buds. So we got all of them. And I do mean all of them. And my all-time favorite Kloss tractor is this one. I love the way that that looks. And the Massey Ferguson. get some Michelin tires. I kind of like those the best. Back fenders. Yeah, we got to get some back fenders. Come on. All right, now what exhaust do I like the most? I kind of like one. I think one looks the best. Then, of course, we got to get that. But we don't have enough money for all this, obviously. Duh. I'm broker than broke right now. But we do have some decent voice crack. My God, why does it keep happening? Like twice in a row. My Lord. All right, now the harvesters. Now, this is the one I bought. As you can see how much it costs. Now, the funny part is all of these are mods. Well, most of these aren't. And then we get into here, and this is where the mods start. Now, I'm thinking about buying this. Don't laugh. It's a cute little thing. I can't help but want to get it for no reason other than it looks funny. And it's $20,000, and it comes with a header. This one actually comes equipped with the header. I don't think it's detachable. And then, of course, I don't know what that does. Oh, okay, that just allows me to add the stuff on the back. Okay. And, of course, we have the old Massey Ferguson colors. Now, I couldn't get this. Obviously, it's cheaper. I'm probably going to, just so you guys know. Oh my God, I'm getting sick of this already. How is it so difficult to align your tractor with the edge of the field, put the plow down, and plow it? It ain't nothing but because of the fact I restarted the game. That's all it is. Now, I know a lot of y'all are probably going to be asking, well, are you going to, like, are you going to try and do, get bigger equipment? When I get bigger fields, yes. Until then, no, I don't see a reason to acquire bigger equipment. This is now a large field, yes, but I don't foresee needing a massive amount of equipment for this field. Now, will I maybe get something a little bit bigger for a plow on the back of this? Yes. Will I get a bigger tractor? No. Now, if we go in... Now, I will tell you guys the plan. The plan is kind of simple. Kind of. The plan is I'm going to try and buy what's around my farm first. So, like 2, 6, that number, 9, and 8. I'm going to try and buy all of those first. That way I can get like a buttload of stuff growing at one time. But until I can acquire another field, I don't really see a reason to get more tractors and stuff. And they have a limit on how much like tractors and stuff you can get anyway, so I kind of have to manage with what I have. Now, I'm not one that likes to do all this stuff by myself, but I have to admit, I have been quite enjoying doing all of this by myself. I have genuinely enjoyed it. It's actually pretty fun, actually. Ah, yes, we have to love the random rain that shows up. Well, it is April, to be fair, so it's going to rain like mad. Also, before I go do anything, I need to check. Alright, so yeah, I have it set to 5 days. Okay, cool. The one thing I can say that I'm not really a big fan of is if you're not careful. Like, I know you have to go through and actually plow some areas more than others, funny enough. Alright, let's just very carefully take that. There we go. Maybe we can take care of that pretty easily. Also, I need to start reminding you guys now so that I don't forget. Don't forget, on the 20th, I will not be streaming or anything all day that day because I'm going to Charleston. I'm going to Charleston to the USS Yorktown, so I will be gone that entire day. But the next day I'll have plenty of pictures, maybe a few shorts and stuff to show you guys. I might do like a few shorts and schedule them to release one after the other each day so that you guys can watch them. I don't know. I might record a few videos. I don't know. We'll see. But I am going to do something that I've never done before, and that is I'm going to pay a little extra to do the what they call the captain's tour. So I'll get to go into places inside the vessel that you normally can't really go into. And funny enough, it's only an extra $15. So, unless they jumped up on the prices again, which wouldn't surprise me, considering Patriot's Point, but, you know, we're not getting on that whole subject because that's a whole other thing. I'll just put it this way, I was very unhappy with them when they decided to scuttle the or to scrap, excuse me. They ended up not scuttling it. I was very unhappy with them when they decided that they wanted to scrap the USS Clamagore, which was a 1945 submarine built not long. I think built and commissioned not long after the war ended. So yeah, she was basically a World War II submarine, and they scrapped it and got rid of it a few years back. So yeah, I was not a very happy person. I know this isn't very entertaining for you guys, and I do apologize. This game is not one of those games where, you know, it's going to be entertaining all the way through, and I do apologize for that. I'll have this place plowed and all the rest of the way here in a little bit, and then I can get my darn canola planted. And we can start working on getting that to grow. So how do you guys think I should do the whole episode thing? Do you guys think I should do, like, you know, every time I move to a different map, I do a new season, or what? Also, I'm giving myself the full-on farming simulator experience because it's hot as hell in my room and I'm sweating to death. Give me just a second, guys. Alrighty, I'm back. Where did I even... Oh, okay. Okay. Almost done, guys, and then we can start planting the field. Funny enough, because of the rain, the tractor's been washed. Hey, it's April Fool's in the game. Look at that. All right, well, we'll get the plants growing here in a second, and we can go park this. And then we get to wait for months on end on the stuff to grow. Fun! Alright, get that up, and we'll grab the cedar right fast. Alright. That thing will start seeding the field and getting it took care of. And we will go over here and wash these this tractor and all off. Also, I need to do one thing right fast. I need a repair station, vehicle workshop. Yeah. Buy pallets directly from your farmyard. Huh. All right, well, we'll sit that. We'll sit it right beside this then. No, we won't. We'll sit it back here. It'll be a good little spot back here. Yeah, just sit it back here. There we go. And then we'll buy pallets here. And then we'll need the workshop. Not enough money. Well, crap. It's always something, isn't it, guys? I mean, look at that. You need that much cash just to make money on your field. Which, by the way, I think that is going to be something that I do for the farm. You know, just spray it down. Get it looking all nice. Get that sprayed down. Spray off the windows. There we go. Yeah, look at that. We're cleaning this sucker. Yeah, nice and shiny. Alright, here we go. Now we can park the farm equipment and all. You know, for the longest time, I didn't even own this little area. I had just, you know, whatever. And, yeah. I was just using it. Yeah, we won't need this thing for a while, so we're gonna store it in here. There we go. I'm wondering, is it actually planting? Yeah, it is. Alright, cool. There's actually one thing we do need to go get. And I need to buy one. I don't need to keep doing what I was doing. I need to buy one so that we don't have to keep getting one. That's fertilizers. Now I can get a $2,000 one and it'll attach probably right to the front of our truck. Or not the truck, but the thing. I don't know how well it'll work, but we're gonna see. Coal, big stones. Alright, well that's completely useless. Well, I was hoping. Yes, my hope is dashed. So you mean to tell me that I can't get hang on, I know what to do. Solid fertilizer. This is the liftable one, right? Yeah. Broke again, naturally. The fact that farmers actually do work, like when it's raining and stuff, is kind of crazy, and it's respectable. Like, you gotta respect the guys for doing all that. They don't have to, but they do. Oh, I forgot I bought a roller. Or did I borrow that roller? Did I buy that, or is that mine? Let's go find out. How much would this sell for? Oh, that ain't even worth my time. Oh, that is mine. Okay, we'll take that back with us then. Oh, dear Lord. This is just sad. I did not realize we had a roller, so I'm gonna have to figure out somewhere to put this now too. Oh well. Whatever. I forgot I had to roll the fields, but oh well. It won't kill it if it don't get rolled. We just won't yield as much as we would have had we rolled it, I think, is the only thing that it really does. Dude, what are the kids doing getting out at this late? And I say that because of the bus. What are they doing out this late? Hang on, I'm curious. Is this little area right here a road to turn into the farm? How have I not noticed this before? I've got a full-on entrance into my farm that I didn't even know about. Alright, I gotta find a spot to put this roller. I think I'm probably just gonna back it up into the thing. There we go, I can see a little bit better. Oh yeah, I can see a lot better now. So we'll put the roller into the barn right here. We'll back it all the way up in here. That way this is protected. And I'm gonna run out and go to sleep right fast. So we can get an early start in the morning. Alrighty. Let me see how much has been done. Not much at all. That's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to roll it next time we do this. Does anyone know if you're supposed to fertilize the field before or after you plant the seeds? I've never been able to figure that part out, actually. Or is it both? Like you fertilize the field before and after? You know, I don't understand why they have that forward thing if you're not going to be able to use it forward. If you don't get in here and stay in here, you dumb dog, I swear to you. Okay, there we go. Let's see what they do. Okay. Well, fertilize the field then. Dude, this thing is so dirty. Can we pick up signs and move them? No, we can't. So it's just stuck there in the field. This is our let's go to town thing, funny enough. Like, it's nothing but that, just a cute little thing to go to town with. I'm gonna try and get this darn sign to move if I can with it. I might have to go get a plow and do it that way. Yeah, because it's not gonna move with this tire. That is a weird hitbox on that, but okay. Got my little tuk-tuk. I'm gonna park it over here. Well, I think I'm gonna sell the tuk-tuk. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the tuk-tuk, but like, I don't ever use that darn thing. And it was more or less a meme anyway. Like, I didn't really need the darn thing. This would be a really good truck for what we're trying to do. They call it a bale hauler, but I could do so much more than just hauling bales with that. I forgot they had the Volvo here. Big fuel tank and big door? What? Oh, okay. Oh, excuse me. Whew. I'm still trying to figure out what exactly the idea for this was. I might actually get that because that'll be a little bit more useful. Not exactly sure why they don't just I can't understand half the time what these people decide to do. With this game is what I mean. I'll have you know, Hamburger, killing people is my second job, at least in War Thunder. That's not worrisome at all, right? You know what? I'm gonna do something. It's probably really stupid, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I wish there was a way that I could get a... We'll just do this one, yeah. Lizard. We'll do lizard. I like lizard. Oh my. Yeah, we'll keep these. I want to plant corn and stuff, so I'm going to go on ahead and get a corn harvester. Also, guys, because of how hot it is, I'm going to have to take my headphones off. So I won't be talking, but I promise you guys that I am paying attention and everything. I am still here. I just got to take these headphones off because it's that hot in here. Ooh, sorry guys. It's just hot. Like, extremely hot. Like, I'll tell you, today is just a hot day. Hopefully they'll have this thing done by the end of the day. I did say hopefully. I think I'm gonna probably invest in bigger planters and seeders, because this is driving me nuts. 2 meters, 3, what? Excuse me, I'm sorry, what? Oh, I was about to say, what? 4.6, 4 meters. I'm not buying anything that has less. 5 meters. Okay, well, now we're talking. I don't really think we need a ridge marker, but I mean, you know, whatever. We're at least getting somewhere. 6 meters, but I'd have to buy one of the things for it. I just really don't want to spend a crazy amount of money on something. Why would this thing need additional weight? Now, we all know the classic seeder that everybody loved was always this thing. I might actually invest in, like, maybe one of these two. I'll probably get this one because of how much bigger it is, and it does hold the fertilizer as well, so that we don't have to fertilize the field too. We'll probably do that. And then the planters, of course, this one is apparently the first one that you get. But funny enough, there's one made by the same company that'll do it for a lot cheaper. And it has a better range on it. So we'll probably do that one instead. And then, of course, we have the seed tanks and stuff, too. We need to get us some sprayers for pesticides. We already got us a roller, so I'm not too worried about that. We'll be done soon, hopefully. I mean, I'm hopeful that this guy will hurry up and get done with this. We'll buy, we'll buy that later. I'm not gonna keep a rented vehicle because it's gonna just drain my money. Oy. Oh boy, I cannot believe that we've been playing this for almost 2 hours, guys. That is wow. And I haven't even done anything. That's the bad thing. Like, I've been sitting here waiting on this third thing to seed the field. hopefully they'll learn that that thing doesn't need to be done like that, but we'll see. We're gonna just keep letting it get planted and all. We've got a really nice fertilized field, so I wish there was a way that you could speed up the progress on these things, because I'll tell you, this drives me nuts. My lord, it's taking forever to get this field seeded. I think we got like 2 or 3 more passes before he even gets it completely finished. This guy's literally driving me nuts. Somebody help me! I'm going insane having to wait. You know, technically I don't have to wait. I could go take one of those like really cool missions where you can, you know, be hired to do all that stuff. Let me see what they got. They got anything worth the money? $7,000 mission. I'm not doing your farming or of your logging for you, dude. I don't know why you keep on at me. Alright, what field am I doing this on? 38. Oh, I know where that's at. Okay, cool. This is one loud tractor, ain't it? Dear Lord. I'd actually get one of these because this thing's nice. Yeah, I'm not putting no more in here because I'm not spending no more money on other farmers for them to not give me my shit. For the most part, though, these guys actually like to give me decent missions to do, so I don't hate these guys too much. What does this say? Warning, water level may rise without warning. Use extreme caution when in the water. Hold that thought. Okay, sorry guys. I'll tell you, it's nice to have the AC on finally. Oh my lord, he's still not done. No, excuse me. Whew. Now you look in some more equipment. Alright, so we're currently running on this cultivator here. What if we splurged a little bit and got, let's see, that one's got a 4 meter, 5.6. What if we got a 6 meter one? Oh, it's got a seed unit on it, that's cool. Or yeah, I think we'll just do the $25,000 one because we can just, you know, do whatever with that for the most part. Oi. I do apologize, guys. I'm sweating really, really bad right now. What does a roller do? Or not the roller, the other thing. The levelers. What does it do? Nope. Thinking about another piece of equipment then. I gotta find it. Winter equipment. There used to be a piece of equipment that you could get where the only job it had was to completely remove ooh. Okay. It used to completely remove a field if you didn't need it or something. How much more freaking stuff do you gotta do? My lord. Oh my lord, he's still got a whole line. He's got to run a little faster. I might end up having to rent like a small one like this just to create the fields and make them a little bit better. I might have to do that whether I want to or not. That way I can get the field looking at least somewhat right. This thing is so dirty. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting a plow so that we can fix all that, but we'll do that next season. We'll go on ahead and make the field a little bigger next season. That way, hopefully, we can get a little bit more stuff out of it. Had to find a spot to put this equipment. Alright, we're going to start by spraying this thing off. Just spray that off. Get it nice and clean. There we go. Start spraying the tractor, make it look nice and clean. Thing just won't. Oh yeah, it is clean all the way. Never mind. I think it says this is my seeding tractor. I'm just gonna keep on using it like it is. Let me make sure there's not any contracts we can take. Got a $9,000 one. I don't know how to do bale wrapping, but that's not a bad price for that. But we're gonna try and get our field growing first, and then we'll go. Because field growing is based on months, so, you know. We're just gonna keep there we go. We'll make money as the month goes along. We'll do like whatever. We'll try and make as much money as we can. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has been officially 2 hours. So, what I'm going to do is I am going to go on ahead and I am going to end the stream here. By the time you guys get back, there's a possibility I'll already have all the canola harvested and everything, hopefully. I hope everybody has a lovely day. And remember, you mess with the wolf, you get the fangs. Y'all have a good one.